Hello, everybody. This is Pete from PA Labs, and I want to do a video on the ultimate map maker here. Uh, I've fixed a whole lot of little things that have been annoying me. Some of this I can show you real quick. We can get rid of you. All right, so we can cover over, and then you can uncover. And let's see, we can erase that. You can put one in here and we should be able to cover over and then go back. Oops, I went the wrong way. Can't do that. You have all of that working. Undo works quite well. It takes it out and brings it back to a null screen, which is what I've been after all day. Okay, so imports working great. It's actually pretty much done. A few things I'm working on, like the multiple selection on this, on the tiles. But actually, what I want to show you is how does this work? Okay, not specifically the uh, image you're seeing on the screen, but the ability to select something. Oops, can't go down. Okay, but the ability to draw on. Oops, I'm going the wrong way, huh? Let's see. Maybe I got a bug there. Oh no, it's got to go down. Okay, so uh, how do you draw on the screen, right? Normally you would think this is a Canvas gadget, and the minute I start drawing, it's there, right? How does it change dimension and sizes, and how does that work, right? So that was a mystery to me. And actually, I did a video long ago on custom cursors on the Canvas gadget, and I brought up somebody's uh, code on the forum, and he built this real easy to use, easy to understand uh, little drawing program, little paint kind of thing where you can draw lines and boxes and stuff like that. And my brain put all that together and said, well, if I can draw lines, why can't I draw pictures? So I started with that example, and I probably should be walking through his example, but I want to show my code. There's a single function and a few uh, GUI canvas guys here. So this is our canvas guy, the game canvas, and we have several functions here that we've got methods for, right? The button down, the left button up, mouse move. Those are your primaries. And then if you leave the screen or you roll the mouse wheel, but the mouse wheel doesn't have anything to do with the drawing. All that does is move the map. And if you have the control, it moves it sideways. That's no big deal. But these are the functions right here. The mouse enter kind of just sets your cursor to be a proper cursor, but it begins with mouse down. Now, in conjunction with these is some global stuff. So let's go. I think I have it all together and I can just jump up. Oh crap, I didn't want to go that way. Sorry. Yeah, here we go, right here. So we have it all kind of locked together. So I don't think I use that. I'm using the start point and end point. Okay, so I have this start point, end point, a draw function, and then the current gadget, uh, current color. I don't know where that comes from. It might be just left over. Okay, and yeah, clear tile has nothing to do with anything. So really, we're only looking at these four globals. Okay, and so The current function is freeform draw, fill, box, outline. It's the thing you're drawing. The current gadget is the Canvas gadget that we're dealing with. There's, let's see, there's another one. What was he called? I thought I had them all together. I guess I don't. So we also have down here, we have, let me get back to where I was. Oh, I guess I could probably do this. Yes. Okay. So the other one that we have that's very important is I'll find him in a minute. We have a um, darn it, why can't I see it? Probably because I'm looking for it. If I wasn't looking for it, I'd find it and trip over it. So we have draw function, and we event type is what it is. Let's see, and maybe he picks up on the other side. We'll have to see. Okay, so what we're doing is you have the left button mouse click, and the left button down, it's not a click, I'm sorry, it's the left button down. When the left button comes down, I grab that point, the XY coordinate of that point, and then I calculate what's the row and column, and then I recalculate the XY for the starting upper left corner of that point. We then come in and set the current gadget to our gadget, which is the canvas control. We free up this image content, and this is really, really important. We create this image content, and what it is, it's a snapshot of the screen, of what's on the canvas currently, okay? Because when you're drawing, you start drawing, and in between, as you move, hold on, let's scroll down a little bit. As you move, where's move the mouse? Here's move the mouse. If you move the mouse, I'm tracking the movement of the mouse as well. So every time the mouse moves in the row and column shifts, we're going to be calling this draw action every time you move the mouse. And the call to draw action sets the end point of the drawing. It goes through the same iteration of finding the row and column. And now I have a start point and end point to draw to. Now, what we do, let's go ahead and jump there because we're following this kind of through. So we jump to draw action, and this is a pretty big routine, but we don't need to do circles and lines and all of that to get an understanding. So when this is called, he's called with the XY location of the cursor and the event type. That's where it's called from. That's where it comes in play. So we now know what was the event. Was it a left mouse up? Was it a move? What was it? Okay. Because when the left mouse comes up, that means what we're doing is for reals. Okay. That means we're really drawing it to the screen and we want it to stay on the screen. We're not play drawing it. Okay. And that's very important. I have this for real that's always set to false, and it changes when that occurs, that it's the mouse up event, and that becomes true. Okay, so here's where we're calculating the endpoint row and column, and then the XY backwards to get the XY of the upper left. And then we take a look to set some flags in here. And let's see, here's where this is the code that looks at the start point and end point. So if you're starting at the bottom right and drawing to the top left, or are you drawing from the top left and going down to the bottom right? Okay. If you're not, then you're drawing an invalid direction, which is these outer two. All right. Now, what I do is we have the actual draw start point and end point, which physically you're doing, but I have these mirror pieces, which are the same thing. It's still a map point, but it allows me to flip the draw end point to being a start point and the start point being an end point. The system always draws upper left to bottom right. No, even if you're going the opposite direction, I flip your points and always draw in that direction. So now we come down and say, okay, so now we're going to get to the draw function. Remember what draw function is. This is the free form. This is the line, the circle, the square, all the things that we're going to draw. And we then go, okay, is this for real? So we're going to look to see if the left button is down or the event type is move, and then we're going to set it. And down here we have if the mouse button is down and we're just moving, then no, we're not drawing it for real. And if the left mouse button is up, we're going to draw for real. Okay, so how do I draw? Drawing, we first have to do is track. Remember, I built the whole undo, and I guess the next video I'll do is on that. So the track for real, I'm going to hold the control down and jump to track for real. Okay, so track for real is this routine here. This guy handles the joining of the grids, which is a great big 81 line 9x9 cross reference, basically, that identifies whether we're using what graphic and all of that, but that's outside scope for this video. So we're just getting the actual image, and we need to know what the image is and does it already exist in our map in our dictionary. So we build the key based on what has been selected, and then we look to see if the key exists in our dynamic map dictionary guy. Okay, so if it's for real, then we actually do the tracking, the change tracking. Otherwise, we just return the image. Okay, so that's really all his job is. Okay, and let's see, this is my routine right here. So we were looking at freeform. So regardless of whether it's real or not, we actually have a list of all the points that we're going to draw. And it also contains the actual image. And for real is part of, I think I defined him global, or is he just local? Yes, he's local. So he's a binary local. So anyhow, this then spins through all the points, depending on what it is you're drawing, and writes them to a list. Okay. Then at the end of all of these, this is drawing a box. We can collapse some of this code. So it's a box, it's an outline. Are we drawing a circle? We come down here and say, okay, let's see, this says, okay, we're going to call a function that says draw images. And then we're going to free up our list for the next time that you draw something so we don't get a memory leak. So I'm going to control jump draw images. And drawing images, and remember, this is either way. It doesn't matter whether it's for reals or not. So we come in and we grab the X and Y. We have this wonderful map image variable enumeration of our map, and that is a transparent screen It has no backing, and that's the guy we're writing to. So remember that snapshot that we did? Here's where we're writing the snapshot in. So now we reset that image back to what it was before you started drawing. And then using Alpha Blend, we go spin all the points and draw the screen. Then we call the function to draw the map. Jumping to draw map frees up the game map enumeration and rebuilds him. We then write the background, that ground that you've chosen on the combo box. We then write the current map image that we did, and then we put the game map image into the CanvasGadget. Okay, and that's how the whole thing works. It's a bit of jumping around, but walking through the code, it does make a lot of logical sense. You can see how it's constantly being put back to what it was before it got put there and got started. Now, when it comes back from drawing the screen, he's going to come in and say, hey, if this was for real, clear out this snapshot. So now we're ready to take the next snapshot when you hit the left mouse button again. Okay? And that is how it works. And I want to thank you for your time.